Yeah, little boat's coming along nicely. Good looking carpet. Get the cup holders in, he's working on the doors. Let me go in here and see what I can get accomplished. That's an 80-gallon tank. It's got to fill up. And plus outside the door, I have a 60-gallon reserver. It's also got to fill up. Waiting on that to get through. Okay, after messing around 2 hours or so looking up car parts, I'm going to get over here and I'm going to bead blast that piece of angle there. It goes on the MIG. In just a few minutes. Yep. Cleaning out the filter again. A lot of dust in that glass beads I filtered through. And plus the thing don't have a bag. You're supposed to have a bag and this. She'd be clean. This is that flange that went on the front cover of the welder. Two new paint hooks. I've showed this before, but that's what I'm doing today. Okay, after 30 minutes of hunting down a long enough cord, getting it, pulling it up there, then had to find out why it wasn't working. Got the blower up here and I got one coat of primer on the flange. Yay! In a few minutes I'll give that a coat of sail blue. Doris last night got me thinking, a friend on Facebook, she thought I was running this deer stand through here at a pressure. No, it's because the when it cut through, it left the stress off of it and it popped and went through there that quick. But that just you know, that reminds me, you know, all this stuff in here is dangerous. This thing right here can cut fingers. It can kill you. Things on that press right there can pop out and kill you. Even this buffer right here can grab a part out of your hand and slap it in that wall right there, and it'll make you pray to God that it didn't stick you. All this stuff in here, I've been using this stuff a long time. I've been doing this a very long time. Knife grinder, that great big old grinder there. This stuff can put your eyes out. You can inhale the wrong thing and kill you. That bead blaster out there is dangerous. The dust from it's dangerous. This hone cab is dangerous. All this stuff. You got to know what you're doing. And then sometimes that can still get you. But this old table saw, I got it covered up right now. The old table saw is the #1 finger getter of all time. That's because the blade sticks up from a table. Been a lot of people injured on that baby right there. A lot of lost fingers. I've always been scared of it and respect this old miter box down here. They don't make them like this no more. That's back yonder. That's way back yonder, but that's been a damn good one. They make them with a guard and all fancy stuff now, but that's one of the old boys right there. This drill press right here can grab a piece out of there. If you get anything above 1/2 inch, you better have that bolted down to the vise, clamped down. Anything over 1/2 inch, I say, because I can hold a fairly good piece, it'll wrap you around that drill press right there and make you look like an anaconda in just a few seconds. This little old bitty flat belt sander right here will get you. It'll eat your fingers up. You slip off apart, you can cram them up in there. Sure will. Another thing out here is this lathe. You don't work on this lathe unless you're 125% into it. You got all your faculties. This thing here, you don't wear no long sleeves, you don't wear no watches, you don't wear no neckties. You can get caught up in there and lose an arm or a hand or worse. A lot of these welders here can electrocute you. I got one when one got me. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs that use this acetylene and oxygen out here. Mr. Cools that put on a pair of sunglasses and think, oh, well, you know, I can do this with sunglasses on. Yeah, go ahead. That body only comes with 2 eyeballs. You can't go down and get 2 more. Well, if I could think of it, I could show everything in here. It could get you, maim you, one way or the other. I hear a lot of these guys say they're going down to the store. They're going to the, down at Harbor Freight or Northern, they say they're going down to the toy store. Well, that's a guy right there that don't use tools much. And he's liable to get really screwed up if he's watching a video of somebody doing some of this dangerous stuff. You gotta have a lot of experience. I'm always real leery of a guy who said he's going to the toy store. These things is not toys. This little old portable drill right here can get you. And oh yeah, this Milwaukee is a 1/2 inch drill. It looks, compared to a 3/8 drill, these little cheap ones like at Kmart. But this drill right here will knock you down. You see this long handle on here? That long handle is on there for a purpose. You can't hardly bog that drill down right there. It'll wrap you around anything you're working on. Believe me, I had several broke fingers working with the handle off. Now we through with all the dangerous stuff. I got to get back out here and do some paint. And this paint, inhaling this paint will kill you. Yes, sir. First coat, sail blue. Let me get these timers going. Let me say something else about this Milwaukee drill right here. When they first come out, I got it with 1/2 inch bit with hole right in here, 1/2 inch chuck, and I was drilling something over here. I was drilling something on this bandsaw. I've modified this thing. Ain't no telling how many times. And I was drilling on this thing right here, and that drill caught. It come around and knocked me down over here on the floor. I stood up, and of course I looked around to see if anybody was looking. And I said, yeah, you gotta respect that drill. I ain't never seen nothing that strong. And then that same drill, I had no help. I was out here and I made this boom. I had to make this boom. We like to get killed on picking up old-timey 56 Oldsmobile blocks and tractor blocks. So I said, I'm gonna ease that situation. I was up here drilling by myself, standing on a bench. That thing come around and broke my other finger. So I called up old Cliff, And I said, Cliff, you got an old drill over there? He had something from Kmart somewhere. I said, let me trade you this drill. I says, I ain't got no more fingers left I can spare. Yes, sir. When you pick this up, just pretend you're holding a 1/2 inch or 3/4 drill, because you are. This thing's really got the torque. All that dangerous stuff. Look at that bad boy. You think you can hold that? I believe that right there would just about do it. That thing there is a monster. And all that on the front of that thing is gears. It's thicket coat of blue. I ain't got much done today, but I did get that done. Ain't no bugs got in it yet, now. Talking about safety and things, this is what happened one day. I was over yonder on the phone, and I had an old customer come in here, and they come in this door, which is bad. They shouldn't be allowed in here at all. First thing he does, he come over here and he throws a box of papers and stuff down over here. And this wasn't on here. This switch cover wasn't on here. And he hit this thing right here. And this thing started going across through yonder. I dropped the phone. I run over here, see what he done. And so I come back and I built this cover for these switches. And you know how somebody is, they see something flat, they think they can pile something up on there. And then I went back and I made these safety switches. I just knocked something off. And I built this safety switch over here. Over here. This truck can travel up to there and it'll shut itself off in case any of that silliness happened again. All this stuff up here is safety switches I had to figure out, and this won't go in gear unless all this is engaged. You have to throw this over here and you have to knock this down in there, it'll keep it locked, all that kind of stuff. This is a safety switch also. I built that on there. This home cab is, in case anybody's wondering, this is homemade home cab. Very expensive machine. Now that I've made a mess over here in the floor, let me clean that up. This vise is dangerous. You know, Harry don't believe nothing. He's from Lilburn, Georgia. But just let me show you. Oh, 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 oh. Huh? This vise is dangerous. Let me show you how dangerous. Harry don't believe me. You know, he's from Milburn, Georgia. Watch this.